But on that note, we're going to go ahead and start. This is the Black Summit. I'm Hendrix.
And I'm Brooks.
And my boy about to run it down for you. Let them know what your boy Agent Orange is doing.
Well, today we're going to be talking about Trump being indicted. We'll also be talking about Sha'Carri Richardson. And we'll be going into one other story. We'll be talking about the debate as well. But first, we're going to start off with Trump. Trump was indicted. Let's see, I'm going to read this. This is from the Shade Room. Not the best, but following his arrest, Trump was released on $200,000 bond. Trump's speedy processing through the facility occurred because his lawyers negotiated and agreed to bond terms prior to his arrival. So he got indicted. He actually had a mugshot. Did you see his mugshot?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think of his mugshot?
Ugly.
He was trying to. A lot of people were saying he was trying to do like the eyebrow or something, the serious, almost like The Rock or something.
But he's also using that mugshot to his advantage. And,
and
he's still leading on the polls. He's still leading.
He's gonna fundraise off of that mugshot.
Oh, big time.
He's gonna make some money off of that mugshot. So
I believe has already started.
Yeah, he probably has already started to make a little bit of money off of that. But yeah, I mean, it's this is yet another indictment. As you know, as I said last podcast, I think this is the one that has the most potential to stick just because of the fact that it's RICO and the fact that they got him on tape. He says, find me those 11,000 something votes. And so you can't really come back from that, So, but I mean, especially since it's on tape. But, I can play this clip of him. This is what he had to say after coming out of the jail.
Thank you very much for being here. I really believe this is a very sad day for America. This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that.
So that's basically what he said. He's still calling it a rigged election. Yeah. He's still saying that it was stolen.
Well, he can't go back on that now. He can't say that it wasn't. I mean, you got to continue on with the lie.
Yeah.
You can't recant what you said.
Why do you
done came this far?
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think people think that it was a stolen election?
I think they believe it was, ultimately their guy didn't win. So, it's just like in sports. Mm-hmm. You ever go back, like after the Super Bowl is over, then someone will post a clip, man, look at the clock. They didn't set this time back, or they didn't call this play or whatever, right?
Right.
So I think it's one of those things. His followers, they're in their emotions. They're emotional. And then plus when those absentee ballots came in, because I guess the way they thought it to be, that he was already winning before they stopped counting the votes. And then even Trump himself came in and said, look, they need to just stop counting. Why are they still counting? They said, because that's not democracy. Everything has to be accounted for. You can't, you're not supposed to cheat the system and cheat the American people. Yeah. So when all those absentee ballots came in, and that's what caused him the election. But plus, he also went ahead of time and had a celebratory event saying that he won. So everybody automatically thinking that he won when he clearly didn't wait for that last hour till every vote was counted.
Right.
And so, and therefore, what is that company? The voter, the machine, the polling machines.
So they won a lot of money against Fox.
Yeah, because they sued for discrediting them.
Yeah, they sued and won, and
which I don't blame them. I would have sued too.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have sued too. You putting out information not rooted in no type of fact. Anything. So you got to be careful in this climate, in this day and age. You can't just put out anything because everybody looking to sue because people are hurt and they desperate. Everybody will sue you. And everybody's sensitive.
Yeah. I think it's interesting to see him do a mugshot, and there was multiple people on with him
His constituents,
who got a mugshot.
And some were smiling. And,
yeah, exactly. And so it was interesting to see all of that. There was a black girl there too, right?
Yeah.
One of them was black. I was like, oh, okay.
And a black guy as well.
Oh, okay.
She was I think she was like a publicist for Kanye West and R. Kelly.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what her role was in the whole debacle. Then there was another black guy as well.
Right.
Which I was surprised to see them. They were the only two black guys. I thought it would have been, well, they said one of them died. Remember those two black church ladies? They were for Trump.
Oh, did one of them pass away?
I believe one of them passed away. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because when I saw the black, I thought it would have been one of them on the show.
Okay.
But yeah. But so from MSNBC, I'm quoting. They said, Fannie Willis is proving that she did not come to play with Trump or his co-defendants. So with her handling of the recent charges against Trump and 18 co-defendants, no one is getting special treatment. Each is being treated like every other criminal defendant charged with a crime in that county. And that is the way it should be if the phrase, no one is above the law, is to be more than just a cliche. Also, remember, she is the same one that put the RICO law on Young Thug.
Right.
But behind, what is it, YSL? Their rap, I don't know if it's a label, a rap or whatever, but she tried to say that it is a criminal organization.
Yeah.
So yeah, she ain't playing.
Well,
boy.
What's funny is with the RICO thing. I think with Rudy Giuliani now, he's proven that statement of like you either die a hero or you become the villain.
A martyr.
Because he basically took down the mob back in the 80s with this RICO statute, and so to see him as one of the mugshotted people on that mugshot, it was funny to see, because
that's the irony. It came full circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Because really,
he really was a hero back in the day, man, especially when 9/11 was happening. And now he's like,
when he was the mayor of New York.
Yeah, now he's like done.
They're saying that he was the one who actually Stop the Steal. They said he was the one in there. I don't know now. Allegedly, he was one in the camp saying that, hey, we can protest.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the people.
Yeah, one of the influence behind.
Yeah, because
don't concede.
Trump was obviously listening to the wrong people because there were people in his cabinet who were telling him, no, it's not stolen. And just like the guy inside of Georgia on the phone, he's like, no, you're listening to the wrong people, Mr. Trump. Like, yo, this is not stolen. We recounted multiple times. And so, it's just kind of funny to see Rudy Giuliani go down this way. What a fall from grace, really.
But to be honest with you, I'm not surprised because a lot of people who were his constituents, they all done some undermined things like Bannon. But build the wall, and they all did some undermining things and took money. Yeah. They played on the ignorance of the American people. Yeah.
But I do think that if you investigate a lot of these businessmen and a lot of these politicians to the fifth degree or whatever that they have to Trump. Trump's been the most investigated public figure. When you think about what happened with the Russia investigation,
Nixon,
Nixon didn't even go through all these investigations. This guy has been the most investigated guy. That's why he has 4 indictments against him right now, because he's been investigated so tightly.
More than 4.
I think that if you investigate most of these politicians as much as they investigated Trump, most of them won't be able to stand, and a lot of these businessmen as well.
Corporations.
That's why I think this indictment is the most damning one, because, the first one was it was like an harassment thing with a woman, which was like a civil
Stormy
case.
Daniels?
Not trying to. No, it wasn't Stormy Daniels. It was another person.
Oh, when he said grab him by the.
No, it was
that
something else that he was indicted for with a woman. I think she was in like New York City or something.
Oh, right.
And
but they say he's been doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
way back in
that's
the
what
day,
they.
harassing women. And things.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
When you're white and you're wealthy and you got power.
Yeah,
hey, you're privileged.
Yeah, not to diminish that, but I think that, these other charges, which are like federal, these are like, this is the United States versus, Trump. Although this one is Georgia versus Trump, basically. Yeah. But I think that because they have the tapes, this is going to be something that he can't
you think
just.
He's going to do time?
He can't just, take it away.
I don't think he's going to do time. I think what they're going to try to do is look through the Constitution saying, hey, man, you cannot hold any office. Mm-hmm. But believe it, he is going to get a big payday out of this. That $200,000 bill that he paid, trust me, that was all his supporters' money. And I'm sure they'll be glad to donate and do it all over again, And like I said, he's still leading in the polls. Mm-hmm. He's still
like he is now he's got 60% now, which is crazy, and everybody else, all the other Republicans who were at the debate, and I guess we can roll right into the debate discussion, have all the rest of the points. And so they spread it out. I think there's 13 people in the field.
They want
so
Trump
it's all
followers.
spread.
They want his followers.
Yeah. Well, they're going to need him. That's the only way that they can win, if he has 60% of the vote, I think he has around 35% who will vote for him no matter what, and then the rest are people who I feel like are kind of, on the fence, but,
you think they will make him drop out of the running?
I don't think they are, man, because there's nothing in the Constitution that says that you can't run.
I know.
And so,
what's so
I
crazy,
think that
you can run for presidents of the highest office in the land, but if you are under indictment, right, you cannot rent an apartment. You know what I mean? You definitely can't. You can't rent an apartment. Certain jobs, certain federal jobs, you can't even have, but yet you can run for the highest office.
Yeah.
A lot of things
if you're convicted as well, you can't do anything, right?
Think about it.
You can't even vote.
Think about how many corporations or organizations just you're indicted. You're not convicted of anything. Say if you say Apple, I use Apple for example, and you have a affiliate market deal with them, promotion. Don't you know a lot of businesses separate from you? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna separate from you. We're gonna wait till this die down. Nobody want to be associated with bad press, especially on that caliber. But with him, it's open season.
Yeah, I know. The debate. Did you watch the debate?
I watched some of the clips.
You watched some of the clips. Yeah. They are saying that the Indian kid, the skinny Indian guy,
what's his name?
With a weird name, which he stole from Obama. He stole that that line from Obama.
Wasn't it Vivek?
Yeah, it's Vivek Ramaswamy. He
sound like salami.
A lot of people were saying that he was one of the winners of the night at the debate, and they were mainly saying that because he was the one that was getting attacked the most. A lot of people expected Ron DeSantis to be the one that was getting attacked, but it was mainly Vivek Ramaswamy. And they're saying that now that he's probably going to take over the second spot. Trump obviously is number one, but he's going to take over the second spot. He also was the number one search thing on Google, who is
no one knows
Vivek Ramaswamy, exactly. So he was being Googled a lot. Number two, obviously, was Trump, and that was mainly because Trump and Tucker Carlson ended up doing their own little podcast on the side, and they put that podcast out right before the debate, and so they were directly competing. Yeah, they were directly competing against the debate, which was funny to kind of see. Also, they came out with the numbers from the debate, and the debate had only like, I think it was 13 million views.
It was strategized.
Which is like 12 million lower than what they usually, or what they got with Trump back in the day when Trump was first running. So
it was strategized, which is I mean, hell, if you're running against an opponent, which was a smart strategy to do. I mean, if I was on Trump's campaign, I would suggest the same thing. Hey, put out your interview the same time as debate. Pull some of that esteem from them. But
but I think it worked.
Yeah, but you know,
by the numbers,
some people saying that like, you know, of course, what's his name is Vivica?
Yeah, Vivek. Yeah,
they call him, man, Vivica.
Well, they say Vivek, but I think it's like Vivek or something like that.
Yeah,
so.
But also some people saying reason why he won the debate, what they feel he won, is because also too he doesn't come from a necessary political background like Trump does, so he can go against outside the box. And they were saying the least was DeSantis. Yeah. But some people felt that Nikki Haley was that she won. I guess it's all based upon
who you listen to.
Yeah, who you listen to most. Yeah. But overall, like you said, one person said, you know, they felt like regardless, Donald Trump was the winner, because when they ended the debate, they asked who, if he succeeds, them. And who will all support? They all raise their hand.
They all raised their hand.
So that's right.
Some people were slow to raise their hand.
And they waited to look around to see who raised their hand, like Tim Scott and all of them. Yeah. He said, all right, let me go ahead and raise my hand. Yep. You know, but and right there, you gave him the debate without him even being there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's Teflon Don.
I mean, he's the front runner, so there's nothing you can do.
That's why he's Teflon Don.
But yeah, I mean, I think that even though Vivek is being compared to Trump, and by the way, I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm just giving my opinion. Even though he's being compared to Trump, to me, he was the most refreshing candidate up there. You know, he was getting up there and just, you know, it just felt like it was natural for him, you know, and they say that he didn't do much debate prep, you know, like, and so he was just up there and he was just going. I mean, he's such a smart dude. I mean, you can just tell when he starts talking that he's such a smart guy.
But there was one time Nikki Haley handed him his ass, though.
Yeah, she did. She did. And that's, I think Nikki Haley would be strong for foreign policy.
And you know why that happened, right? Just like what you said, he is not that experienced in those particular level of political science and foreign policy and things.
Yeah, you're talking about the moment when they were talking about foreign policy, and she literally told him, she was like, you know, you have zero experience. Exactly, which is
true.
And so you don't, and it shows. She said,
but
she said you have zero experience, and it shows.
He won't win. I think she'll succeed him. She'll go further than he will. Plus, I know some of his policies. I know one thing he wants to do is, in order to vote,
I think that's
you got to take a civics test, which I took civics in high school, and then also I think serve some type of public service,
right?
Some things that he didn't do. He did. I believe he was born in this country, correct?
Yeah, he was born in the country.
Okay,
he's an American.
So his parents had to maybe do that thing, become when you get your citizenship. So I think that's what he's trying to apply, that same method to people thinking that, well, you need to know more about our country and the laws. Which I get it. That's
I think
fine.
A lot of people do need to know more.
No, you do need to know,
because that's why a lot of people don't really like America.
Outside of America, people here love America. Yeah. But also he wants to have voting age of not 18, 25.
I thought that's what you were talking about before.
No, but that, and also at 25. So
yeah, I think that
he definitely won't. He won't win.
Yeah, I think that the 25-year-old thing kind of turned me off from him from before, because really he's mad that vote doesn't go to the Republicans, because it's not a Republican, that demographic, that age demographic does not go for Republicans. I mean, most people under 25 are voting Democrat, you know?
Well, you know why,
and
right?
So, Well, yeah, I mean, like that's
they're voting their interests, and most people on 25 don't own. They don't have businesses.
They don't have any of that.
So it doesn't benefit them.
Exactly.
They need social programs almost at that age. If you're going to school and things like that, and medical and stuff like that.
I think 25 is too late. I mean, that's way. Yeah, that's way a long wait for people, especially. You at 18, you can go to war, but you can't vote.
But you can't vote.
That doesn't make much sense.
That's why he won't win. And also too,
I think
believe it or not, man, I'm gonna tell you.
I think he still has a chance to do. No,
I mean, yeah, he has a small chance. I don't think this country is ready for, even though he's an American.
Oh, he's gonna come out and say it.
I'm telling you, man.
And say it.
majority white, of course, and a lot, and Trump is leading in the polls. So if he's leading the polls, majority of them are white, Southern, conservative, evangelical, Christian type people. I don't think two things. I'm gonna say it. I don't think they really, not saying they dislike him. I don't think they're ready to have a foreign, even though he's born here, a foreigner be the president of the country which they feel that they own and they run, or a woman for that matter. I think Nikki Haley would get closer to him, but I don't think they even want a woman.
Let me say this. He's not a foreigner. He's an American.
He's American.
He was born here.
He was right.
That's like saying that we're foreigners.
Right. Okay, I stand corrected. But he is still, in their eyes, still foreign. Dude,
I think
Obama was born here too, but they
came after him a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna.
That was because of the whole birth certificate situation.
Yeah, the birth, of course. But he was born in Hawaii, which is one of the states, by the way, that we talked about on the last podcast. But even though you're right, he's an American, but to them, he's not a white American, and they probably thinking he may be. I'm not saying he is Muslim or whatever, but they may be thinking he's Muslim. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of
they thought Obama was Muslim.
Of course, with the name like Hussein.
Yeah.
So you got to realize a lot of Trump's people in the southern states are the least educated people. They don't really read. You can give them propaganda and they're going to run with it. That's why you have, and I'm not saying you got some ignorance on the liberal side too. I mean, I definitely won't dispute that. But you can give them, these are the most propaganda-based people. They'll look at him and think, oh, he's Middle Eastern, he's Muslim, and he may very well be a Christian. They look at the skin tone and
he's Hindu.
Judge. Well, okay, Hindu,
he is Hindu, yeah.
Which makes sense, right? Because I'm cool with I'm cool with Christian, Muslim, Hindu, a lot of people. I'm cool with, so they're gonna perceive, well, first off, he's not going to get the evangelical Christian vote because he's Hindu. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look at it as he believes in certain deities. So he's not getting that vote.
Yeah.
Off top.
I think he had a good response to that because I think, so he was saying, listen, we all believe in the one true God. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. But whether it will work with the Trump, side or the people who don't really ride with people or the racists of the party, I don't know if that will work. So, it'll yet to be seen. We'll see.
He is
a
politician, and you got to sell your base. Sometimes you got to say or misconstrue certain words. You know what I'm saying? Like what they call it, alternative facts.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. So you got to misconstrue and say certain things.
I think he has a good chance. I think, to me, he's going to be number 2
I think
to
he
Trump.
Has as much of a chance as Andrew Yang had. And Andrew Yang had some good points. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But I think that out of all the candidates, we can agree that he's probably the most refreshing. I mean, he's not a politician. He's a guy who built a couple of billion-dollar companies. He's somebody who has come in and really, with some of the vision that he has for the country, nobody else on that stage has the kind of vision that he has.
No, definitely not.
He has a lot of good ideas. He has a lot of energy. It's great to see energy.
He's
to
young.
get to
He's the
see
youngest
somebody
one out of
who's
all
like
of them.
into it. Exactly. Yeah. I think he's only 38. I mean, it's great to see that kind of energy. And so I think that a lot of that is good to see, because, you know, not a lot of these people, I mean, I would particularly vote for.
To be honest with you, I thought
And if
that
out of everybody that was up there, I'd probably vote for him over everybody else.
I thought that the two would come down to it would be initially Chris Christie and Chris Christie and Pence, but Trump supporters hate Pence. Remember?
Yeah,
they
Pence doesn't have a shot.
So he doesn't have a shot, right?
Pence is a done.
So
He's done.
Christie,
He's
so
a
then
goner.
Christie, then maybe Nikki Haley trailing. I think Tim Scott eventually going to have to drop out. DeSantis would hang in a little bit, but then even Trump slandered him and said, "Man, even that dude is so." Eventually, after a while, he's going to fall. So I figure Christie and
Haley.
And Haley.
Yeah, I think that might be right. I mean, a lot of people like Chris Christie because he's coming out and he's been against Trump, and that's basically what he's running on. He's anti-Trump. Will that be enough? Will that be enough for him to like peek through? I don't know. We'll have to see. Haley has great foreign policy experience, even though she is a Republican.
Like Condoleezza Rice.
She's also very progressive on some of the issues that I think that would appeal to women, like abortion and things of that nature.
Is she for or against?
I think she is for abortion up to a certain point. Yeah. I mean, that's why I say that she's kind of progressive, because she understands it and she's for it up to a certain point.
She lose a lot of her base.
Maybe, yeah, but I think she'll gain some people if it comes down to it.
She's gonna lose the evangelical Christians.
Yeah,
she's gonna definitely lose them. Yeah.
Well, you know, she can run on that she's a Christian as well. So, but anyways, but we'll see.
On a line,
yeah,
trust me.
Out of the people,
I know some black conservatives.
Out of the people right now, I don't like DeSantis. You know, because you know he's shown himself to be racist, like a low key racist. You know, no doubt. And then he's some of the other things that he was doing, like against Disney and stuff like that. So I think he's gone.
You got against Mickey
I
Mouse.
think it goes Vivek, and then I think it goes Haley, and then it goes Chris Christie.
What does DeSantis got against Mickey Mouse and Donald and Goofy?
It all had to do with like LGBTQ rights and stuff like that. So there was a lot of things going on with that. He was just kind of against. I think like a lot
Disney's
of
for LGBTQ, whatever.
It was something with the trans. It was something. Well, oh no. What it was the "Don't Say Gay" bill. I don't know if you remember when all that was happening. And so he basically did a bill that they said "Don't say gay." But anyways, that's what that was about.
Okay. But
yeah, that was the debate.
I got you. Let's talk about something good.
All right. We're on to our last story. This is about Sha'Carri Richardson. She had a record-breaking night. I'll read the story. This is from People. Record-breaking Sha'Carri Richardson wins the 100-meter championship. She is the best in the world, meaning that she is the fastest in the world. Sha'Carri Richardson's gold medal at the World Championship comes 2 years after she was left off of the U.S. team. Okay, Sha'Carri Richardson is the world's fastest woman. The American sprinter, 23, flew past her competition this weekend and ran the final 100-meter race in 10.65 seconds to win.
I can beat that.
The gold. You can't do that, dog. Gold at the World Athletic Championships on Monday night in Budapest, Hungary.
I can do it in 10.5.
It was a record for the women's 100-meter at the World Championships.
I saw that. I saw the clip on that, and the way
I actually have the clip.
The way the clip looks, I was like, she won. It looked like the Jamaican was slightly ahead of her. Maybe it was the angle, the way
I think it was the angle, because it's kind of like they were down like this, and we know because we do film and stuff. It was kind of like,
I said, man, it looked almost like, but then they said, I said, okay, you know, I ain't knocking the sister. I'm glad that she got it, you know.
Yeah, she was looking up afterwards, like to make sure.
Yeah, make sure, exactly, yeah. But
it was close.
Let me ask you something. Did you even know the Olympics was going on?
I knew a little bit about it because I went to.
I didn't see no advertisement. I have nobody talking about. Not on social media, anything. I didn't even know.
This isn't like the big Olympics. I think that's like next year. This is like a smaller. I don't know. Like I think it's the one that they do every 2 years.
Because Olympics every 4 years.
Yeah, every 4 years is the big one. So, and I think that's like next year.
Winter Olympics too.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is because
a smaller.
Otherwise, we would have heard about it.
I didn't hear anything about it.
So.
Saw the clip,
but I knew because the World Cup for women's was going on. I forget who won that one, but let me play this clip of Sha'Carri Richardson. This is her post race.
Like you earned the respect of the Jamaicans and the rest of the world tonight.
Not even just the Jamaicans. I feel like I've earned the respect for myself. Yeah. That's the biggest thing for me, not even just the world, but for Sha'Carri Richardson. I put that respect on me for me. I've been downplaying myself for so long, and this entire season, I know I belong. I know I deserve to be here, and it just feels amazing to execute that as well.
Finally.
Yeah.
Man, great answer.
Yeah.
I must applaud that young sister. Great answers. Respect for herself, not just making respect for herself. She knows she deserved to be there.
Yeah.
And I agree with her.
Man, for her to only be 23 and to be the fastest woman in the world, I mean, that's amazing. And that's awesome.
She's going to have a long career.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a big comeback because, like I said in the story, you know, she was left off the team a couple of years ago. And so
marijuana.
Yeah.
Which is legal in some countries, but I guess according to the rules and regulation of the Olympics, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really do. But she was going through a hard time with her mother passing away and stuff like that. And so.
Probably self-medicating.
Yeah, exactly. And
but she owned up to, she said, hey, look, you know what? It's all good.
Yeah.
You know, I accept it. I take my lumps. And
yeah.
But then she did another race. Reason why he asked with the Jamaicans, remember before that, she came in dead last against them Jamaicans. Kellyanne was it Frazier? The one Jamaican who always won, and then the other one come in second. She came and did last against all of them, you know.
Yeah.
But she got some get back. If get back was a person, his name's Sha'Carri Richardson.
Absolutely.
She got some get back.
I love to see these kind of stories, especially for like the people who look like us.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I love that she won and that she broke a record doing it. Only 23. So well spoken, you know, very beautiful, you know, like it's great to see.
And so, you got a crush. I think that's your.
Listen, I'm just, you know, I'm just putting it out there, you know.
That's your type.
I'm shooting my shot. No,
she almost would not look, but kind of like one girl you dated. I ain't gonna say her name.
Oh my goodness, this guy.
I was.
He about to bring up something.
No, I'm not gonna say her name.
Okay.
You know,
but yeah, she was she did really good, and you love to see it. I mean, it's to me it's an American story, so you know, I know we got a little, you know, I think a lot of people are a little bit weird about America, but like I think that, you know, America's story is being able to come back after something happens, you know, in your life, and just being able to get up again and just say, hey, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for everything I got. And, you know, to see her on this big stage, the Olympics, to come out and come back that way and to, you know, beat those people and to win it, to get the record. I mean, that's huge. You know, not a lot of people can do that. I don't think I could have done that.
She still got more heats, more competition,
more races.
To run more heats.
I'm not sure. You know, I think there might be
a relay
some more.
or something, or because I was watching a little bit of Olympics yesterday on USA.
Oh, okay.
I just happened to flip through the channels and saw it. They had the men, the relay.
Yeah. There still could be more going on.
No, that wasn't the relay. What was it?
I don't know when it all ends.
100 meter.
Because I didn't remember when it started. So
yeah, me either. Man.
So, but
track and field, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah,
track and field.
Absolutely.
Are they doing like basketball? Or is that doing the floor?
Yeah, again, I don't know who's all doing what, I don't think this is like the official Olympics, I think that I think this is slightly different, if I'm not mistaken. But because, listen, we didn't even have the men's World Cup, did we? I don't think so. So
you watch World Cup?
Yeah, I'll watch it, like if it's, yeah, I'll definitely watch it. It's if I have time to, I'll watch it, and I like watching the Olympics. Yeah, if I had known that this one was going on, I definitely would have been watching the races. I watched the swimming because, when I grew up, it was around the time when Michael Phelps was doing his thing. Like, man, I got like super into swimming.
You
can
swim?
This guy.
No, I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny.
I can swim.
I thought you were more like a floater.
You're asking a black man that?
She's like a floater. No, trust me.
I could get offended right now.
I know black people can swim. You see
You asking a black man that?
You see in that Alabama brawl, that brawl. Yeah, that
brother swam. He swam good.
And still whipped ass when he got there.
Exactly.
Trust me, boy, swimming, oh my gosh, boy, that will take it out of you, man. You work every muscle, every fiber, every being in your body when you do swimming.
Yeah, I actually love swimming. And I love the feeling that you get afterwards. A lot of people hate that because they're like, dang, I feel like really, really hungry because, they burned all those calories and stuff. Man. But I love that feling after you get out of the pool and you just worked out and stuff.
You go eat?
I'll go and get a burger. No, I'm just kidding. No. No, I need to get back into swimming because I used to really love swimming. And there's a couple of facilities around here and I just haven't really done it since then. But yeah, I used to be into it, man. When Michael Phelps was winning all those golds and I would watch the Olympics, I was into it. So yeah.
You watch the Winter Olympics too?
Nah, I don't really watch those.
I watch a little bit. Depends on what they're doing.
Yeah, it depends on
jumps, snowboarding when they flipping through the air.
Some of that could be fun,
Yeah, every once in a while. Bobsledding a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but that curdling, what the hell is that?
Oh, you're talking about when they're
throwing that thing and he's sitting there. I'm like, what is this?
Curling. Yeah. It's interesting. There's a lot of sports. I mean, right now, pickleball is huge. There's all kinds of sports going on
buying
and stuff.
Teams. I heard Tom Brady and it's like
he bought a pickleball team.
I think so.
Okay.
It's like a small tennis.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it wasn't even a thing like a few years ago. Now it's like one of the biggest things. So it's kind of funny to see, but yeah, that's the Olympics, man. Yeah. What would you do? You think? You think Melania's going to stay with Trump, even though if he goes to jail?
I think it depends on her prenup.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Trust me, he's a businessman. I know he has a prenup in place, but he's already proven that he cheated on her. I'm sure she knew that.
Oh yeah, she knew.
Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure plus they have a kid together, so she's definitely going to get some type of compensation. So I'm sure she's not going to have to work the rest of her life.
Yeah.
But the way they were in the presidency, she definitely didn't want to be with him.
Yeah, she was always slapping his hand or something.
And I doubt that she wanted to be in the public eye like that, I think she wanted, because she knew she was still living at the Trump Plaza. Even though she's supposed to be in the White House, and the residents got tired because Secret Service had to shut everything down when she go in and out, and they kind of got tired of that. So then she had to move to the White House. But what you think she gonna stay with him?
We'll see. I know if she was if he didn't have all that money, she wouldn't be with him right now.
Ooh, so you think she with him because of the money?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Man, tell the truth, shame the devil. Yes, she's with him because of the money. This dude old as hell. She is roughly around my age.
How old is she? You're aging yourself on the show.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's in her 40s. How old is she? And Trump is 74?
She's 53.
Oh, she's 53?
And yeah, Trump is 70.
What, 74, 75?
No, he's older than 74. He's 77.
77?
So, yeah.
53, 77? So that's
It's like a 25-year difference.
53, 77?
23-year difference.
Yeah,
something like that. I don't know.
Okay. I thought she was in her 40s.
Yeah.
But she's in her early 50s. So,
Yeah.
you know. So, and they have a kid together.
Yeah.
So that means he probably was, how long they been married? Like,
Them,
because he only married.
that's a good question.
You know, he only married foreign, other than Marlon Maples. But
Yeah, I was about to say,
well,
I think there was like
married
one
to
or
Marlon Maples, but he only married foreign women.
they've been together since 2005. So what's that?
So she probably was like in her 30s, maybe early 30s. I want to say 2005.
18 years. So
So
they've been together for 18 years.
No, you said she's 53.
Mm-hmm.
So she's what? So in 2005, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she probably was like her early 30s. He was probably like maybe mid 60s, maybe something like that.
Yeah, she was like 35.
35, yeah.
Yeah.
Or mid 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, man. When you
And
get
he was
money,
59.
my bad. So
So-
okay, early 60s.
Yeah.
Well, about to be 60s.
About to be
59,
60.
35.
But
Yeah, man, money. Cause she was a model.
yeah, she was a model.
I'm pretty sure she had, you know, her own income if she was modeling. You know, of course, it was nowhere near as a level of what he had. You know,
Right.
whatever he's worth. I mean, I don't know what he's worth now. If he wasn't a billionaire before, he's damn sure one now. I'll tell you that. But
Yeah,
when
with all this
money's
money
involved-
that's coming in from all his supporters and
goodness.
stuff.
so she probably ain't gonna leave.
Yeah.
Definitely not. You know, that money coming in.
Yeah.
And that fame. But the question is, you think she wants him to be president again? Probably not.
No, I
don't think she wants.
Yeah, I don't think
I think she wants more of a. She wants to be a wealthy private citizen.
I could tell you what, like if I was married to a woman who was president, I wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't want her to run again, So just because you're so public and the way that they've scrutinized these people, I mean, Trump being one of the most investigated like public figures in history.
But look at him, man. Look at his practices.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Listen,
I'm not saying
I
he
think
did
he's
anything.
definitely shady.
I don't know what he did, but he
shady. I think he's
shady.
Shady.
Shady. Oh my God.
It's getting late. He's definitely shady. He definitely has shady
He brought
practices.
a lot of that stuff on himself.
So,
man, you operating from because you can do shady business deals. People do them all the time.
Yes.
But you're not supposed to do that when you're in a public eye and you're a political. He didn't operate from a political standpoint. He operated from a business standpoint. Mm-hmm. And people do unethical things in business, walk away from deals and just declare bankruptcy. And they actually call that good business practice, walking away from paying your debt and stuff like that, and firing people, this and that. You never heard about any president firing this person, firing that person, firing this person. And that's what he did,
It was a revolving door up there.
Yeah, so you never hear about it. That's how he pretty much ran the country like a corporation, I guess.
Yeah.
And some people like it. Some people didn't like it, so.
Yeah.
He definitely went against the grain. So I guess some areas it worked for him and some areas it didn't.
Yeah. I guess time will tell what's gonna all happen. With the former president.
with the former president. Yeah. But I don't think she. I don't know, man. I don't think she'll leave.
Yeah.
And then especially say he wanted to become president again, he's definitely going to tell her, well, you can't leave now. You know what I mean? Or we could try to keep you out of the public eye as much as possible. But they're going to be wondering, what is Melania doing? Where is she at? What type of social things is, every first lady takes on some type of social task. Nancy Reagan, the war against drugs. Michelle Obama was with kids in school and getting proper nutrition. What did Barbara Bush do? What was hers?
I forget what hers was about. Yeah.
What was Melania's?
I don't know.
You don't know, right? I just remember the plagiarism speech that she had. Remember?
Yeah.
And granted, it may not have been her fault because I'm sure she didn't write that.
Yeah.
Why would she write that? They gave her that and didn't do their due diligence and try to change it up some,
Made her look bad.
Yeah, they made her look real bad. So I'm pretty sure that's something that she don't want, being ostracized in public.
Yeah.
And things like that. But
yep.
You think she'll leave him?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
You know she won't. You just
if he goes to prison,
You think if he go to prison, she'll divorce him?
Maybe
quietly.
Quietly, yeah.
Quietly divorce. That's possible.
Yeah,
that is possible. Because the only way there's no way she gonna divorce him and walk away with nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly. She's gonna get something.
If
they had
her
a kid
divorcing
together,
him and she walks away with nothing, say if everything's set in a trust for the son and she touched nothing, then she's definitely staying.
Yeah, for sure.
She's definitely staying. But you already know if she divorced him, she's walking away with a bag.
Oh yeah,
she definitely walking away with a bag. She may walk away with, I don't know, maybe 20 million.
She won't walk away
15, 10 million. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah,
she's getting something. So it's possible. I think maybe a private divorce. Then eventually it spills publicly. But the question is, do you think Trump will go to jail?
Trump's not going to jail.
Yeah, Teflon Don.
He's not going to jail. But I think that if they were going to get him with something, they got to get him with this RICO charge. If anything's going to stick, it's got to be this, because some of the other ones aren't as damning as this is. You can argue like maybe the one where he was taking the papers that he wasn't supposed to.
And Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, Mar-a-Lago, he had all the papers.
Important documents.
Yeah, the classified documents.
And they didn't stick anything on him but that.
Yeah, you can argue.
Indictment, but
you can argue that one. But to me, that one, since Biden was doing it, since other people were doing it, and they found out that they had all these papers and stuff, to me, that one doesn't hold as much weight as something like this does. This is you running basically a criminal organization to overturn the government. And so it's a conspiracy
that they run, by the way.
Yeah, to me, it's one of those things that you definitely I don't know if you can come back from that.
You gotta be held accountable,
especially if they have evidence, which we've got evidence on tape. So we'll see what happens.
Man, I think this is gonna all this, regardless. The indictments, the mugshot, the $200,000 bail. All this does is catapult his stock even higher.
Yeah.
I mean, and granted, and
it's
Fannie,
working out for him.
What's her name? Fannie what?
I'm not sure. I think
Fannie something.
Yeah.
And
the Attorney General for.
And I agree. It's like you got to show that no one is above the law.
Yeah.
No one is above the law that which y'all created, your forefathers created. No one is above the law. So, but I think all this is going to do is, man, put him in the stratosphere if he isn't there already.
Yep.
Like I said before, if you ever want to look, if white privilege was a person, I mean, he is the epitome of that. He embodies that to the fullest. Can you imagine if this was Obama? Oh my God, man! The far right would be, man. They would they would
lose their mind.
Oh my God,
they would lose their mind.
Oh my God,
you saw what they did with the tan suit. So they would lose their mind.
And I own this. And that's poplin, by the way. And I own a poplin suit.
You do?
I own a poplin suit.
You got the tan suit?
I was like, man, and then Michelle wore a dress with the sleeves out. Oh my God.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yes, man. They lost it. They were belligerent. They lost their mind.
But yeah, if this was Obama, this would be a totally different thing.
A totally different turnout.
They would definitely switch up quickly.
Totally different turnout, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, it was a good podcast, man.
Yeah, it was. It was very good.
Word.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe.
And even if so, you can like me, subscribe to me,
follow us on all platforms.
All platforms.
We out there.
The Black Summit. I'm Hendrix.
And I'm Brooks.
We out. Peace.
See ya.